Today we're heading to the Temple of the Winds. So as it sounds, it's quite high up. It's the highest point in West Sussex and it's probably about 10 miles from here. We're not going to be really cutting through the woods, scrubbing through the woods much today because it's a lot slower, and yeah, it's going to be dark again by the time we get home. But yeah, we're just outside of camp and we're going to head down through the valley and out of these woods. A little bit of a different way from last video where we crossed the stream. This time we're going to be following the stream. But yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit, but this one should be a good one. It should be like a real nice one for the people that love the countryside. Lots of great views. So yeah, bring you back in a bit. Behind me here we have the Wolf of the Woods, this dead old oak tree. Absolutely majestic in its old age. But yeah, I'm going to send the drone up. The mist is still sticking around, but I think as the day progresses the sun is going to burn through it. But yeah, I want to send that drone up and see what we can see.
Funny thing is, from up here it all looks calm. Just conifer tops like a green sea, and the mist laid over it, soft as a lid. You'd swear nothing sharp could be hiding in this. Then we start to drop and the wood shows its teeth in a quieter way there. See that shape pushing through the line? Not another pine, not one of the straight ones. A broken crown, a pale jagged thing, like antlers snapped and left standing. Funny thing is, this isn't the end of that oak. It looks like a ruin, yeah, but it's more like a handover, a changing of jobs. Up there where the limbs gave up and turned to bone, there's perches now, lookout posts, a place for an owl to sit still as a thought and judge the world without blinking. Down the sides, in the cracks and soft seams, the places weather opened up, that's food. That's a whole little city. Insects, fungus, tiny mouths on night shifts, turning wood into soil slowly, like the trees paying rent back to the forest floor now. About the name, a wolf tree isn't made by shade, it's made in open sun, white crowned, greedy with space.
Nice to see that the trail cam is still there, but we'll check that maybe on the way back or on the next video. Almost at the bottom of the valley now, and I'm going to try and film going through most of it. But it is quite awkward, lots of windfall, deadfall and just general carnage. Nobody other than me has been down here in years. It's a cold one today. It's -2 currently. Feels like -4 apparently, according to the weather app. tips of my fingers are a little bit cold. Other than that, I'm okay. Seen quite a few badger prints along here. And there's, don't know if the camera's picking that up, but that is muntjac print, I would imagine, that one. The stream isn't flowing very much today. We've not had rain for 5 days, I think. It was overflowing last week. Hop, hop. Good girl, wait. Good girl. You can see the damage on these fallen conifers that the deer calls, scraping their hoofs over. Right, wait, and there's more prints there. Hop, good girl, wait. Good girl. The video ended abruptly there because something happened with the camera. I didn't get a chance to see what it said, but we're almost out the valley now anyway, so I'll bring you back when we find something interesting. Bit of blue sky. Not sure how much longer this mist is going to stick around, but it's pretty mystical. Lol. Right, let's see what else we can find. Gotta love a bit of frost. A fresh molehill. That couldn't have been easy in these conditions. Hats off to the mole. Mr. Mole did a good job there. Well, this is rather nice, isn't it? Look at that. Lots of frost. Not a bad view. Right, let's crack on, see what else we can find. What a beautiful morning. I'm going to show you where we're heading. It's the first time we've seen it today. There it is. The Temple of the Winds is right just around the other side of that peak, that corner. It's the highest point in West Sussex. Probably still another 8 miles to go or something like that. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And what is Autumn doing? Searching for a stick. Not bad at all. I'll bring you back in a bit. Oops. Anyone lost a glove? Not bad. And there in the centre we have a view of the Temple of the Winds again. Well, it's just the other side. Getting closer. Autumn wants a stick. Where's your stick? Go find it. Find it. Go find your stick. Where is it? Where is it? Come on in. She left a stick up there the other day. It's up there somewhere. I think it's actually a bit further up by that tree. I doubt she'll go that far. Where is it? We'll go find it, shall we? Shall we go find it? Is it broken? Daddy fix it for you. Try not to get a wet foot. Isn't that nice? Done? Off she goes. Yep. One-side latch. Check these out. Morris Minor and something else, I don't know what it is. John Deere mower. Cool. Just around this corner is an amazing summer house that's been left to its own devices, unfortunately. I quite happily live there. But now it's just used to store sofas, of all things. Check this out. Closer look. an urban explorer, but that would be a cool one to get into. Spend a night in there. What I'm going to do is set up the 360 camera and just leave it recording for a little while, and then I'll put a link on the screen. You can tap on the link, click a link, and it will take you to a unlisted video of about a minute long, and you can swipe around, move your phone around, just generally have a look about, and then come back to this video. But yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. Loving the frost on this tree. The sun is almost at its highest, so that might stick around, that frost. We're going over that stile. Go. Pretty slippery. Nice bit of mud ahead. Lovely. Caught on this bramble. Beautiful light in there. And we are heading up this trail.
Emerald needles, jade green hush, honey gold ladders in the brush, umber trunks in tall straight rows, charcoal shadows where the cool wind goes. We're walking, walking to the temple of the winds, where the air sings silver hymns and the forest opens in. We're walking, walking through the sunlit breathing greens to the temple of the winds. Up above, pine green stained glass spins, cobalt shards and amber rings, teal and lime and shifting streams, turning trees to lucid dreams. Round and round the sky rewinds, kaleidoscope lines, kaleidoscope lines. We're walking, walking to the temple of the winds. We're walking, walking to the temple of the winds.
Check out this cool oak reaching for the sun. Arms spread out. It's so cool. What a beauty. Give me the sun. Cool. Right, we are heading that way, and the sun is going down. I'll bring you back in a bit. This is what happens when you don't manage your woodlands properly. You don't cut the ivy. Basically, the wind has caught it down this valley and taken it over. And now there's a bunch of sticks for autumn. Is it a bunch of sticks for you? Is it? We've got to get a move on though. Running out of daylight. I know, it'll be sunset soon. Bring it back in a bit. Beautiful oak. But this is what I mean by killing the vine or killing the ivy. Chop it right at the bottom there, like that. And then it just dies off. And there's a lot less chance of the ivy catching the wind, or the wind catching the ivy and bring the tree down. But I do see actually some new ivy starting to grow, but that's no threat at the moment. That'll get chopped eventually, no doubt. Heading towards the sun, getting a bit closer. Look at that, beautiful. Lovely shadows coming off of that oak. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. So while this truck attempts to manoeuvre and reverse around this corner, we'll just enjoy a bit of countryside. So through the trees there, you can just about see where we're heading. And it's got to be a good 5 miles away still. We're going pretty slow because I've been filming, waiting for aeroplanes to pass, all that sort of thing. But we'll definitely get there for sunset. Then head back in the dark. But we don't mind a night walk. Oh, I just noticed, is that they're still growing that branch through there. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Still alive. Hang on, I need to investigate further. I can't see which tree it's actually growing from. Ah, I see. I think. No, I don't. It's not alive, it's just got ivy on it that made it look like it's alive. So, it was that tree there, in the middle, up there. It's broken. There. So that's come down in the wind at some point. It's quite exposed there. Southwesterly. Cool. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, this is rather nice. We're getting closer. Just see it through the trees there. And also, just thought I'd show you. If you see any blue drums, definitely don't camp anywhere near them, because that's feed for pheasants, and the crop behind it is cover for the pheasants, for them to roost in. There she is. Quite a busy road here. Cross that in a sec. But if you like the English countryside and the views it has to offer, stick around, because you'll be able to see all the way to the South Downs, and as the sun goes down you should get some mist rising, and yeah, be absolutely beautiful. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. I mentioned this in one of my other videos. It's always a bit weird when you have to push the button to go through someone's gates and up their nice private driveway. What's it all about? Eh? What's it all about, Autumn? What's the matter? Eh? We're heading up there, and I've just found a little friend drying off, warming up. Probably got a bit frosty this morning. I know. We're going. We're going, don't worry. I'm going to say hello to these horses. No chance. Lunatic. Pretty much the only section of road on this route. I don't mind it at all. Look at that. Nice sunken route. Sunken road. Lovely. Oh yeah, just up round that corner and then we're going to cut through the woods. It's quite a way still yet. Probably a mile and a half. Yeah, probably a mile and a half to where we're going. Maybe 2 miles. Here's the drone. Let's launch it and get it to follow us up through the woods.
Rear, follow, 3, 2, 1.
8 miles behind us, still plenty left to do. -4 in the air, that hard, bright winter blue. Autumn's out in front like she's never felt the cold. Thick coat, sharp eyes, little engine made of gold. We reach the foot of Black Down, quiet as a thought. Trees packed in close where the light gets caught. Breathing little clouds drifting off and gone. Alright girl, come on then, let's carry on. Up on Black Down, let the world fall small. Winter in my lungs and I don't mind at all. Autumn, stay close, good girl, hold your ground. We'll climb till the wind turns the sky around. Chasing light and shadows under open sky. Step by steady step, watching England rise. First pull on the slope and the pines lean in. Needles under boots with that soft crunching hymn. Heather locked in ice, glittering and still. Like the whole hillside's paused time on the hill. Drone lifts behind us, low and slow at first. Then the treetops drift like a green-gray surf. Autumn glances back just to check I'm there. Then she's off again, cutting lines through the air. Up on Black Down, let the world fall small. Winter in my lungs and I don't mind at all. Autumn, stay close, good girl, hold your ground. We'll climb till the wind turns the sky around. Chasing light and shadows under open sky. Step by steady step, watching England rise. Hands a bit numb, but my head feels clear. Funny how the cold makes the noise disappear. No big answers, no need to pretend. Just a long walk out in the calm at the end. Maybe poets came here with a storm inside, looking for a line they could live by. Me, I'll take this moment, simple, true. Wind in my face and autumn in view. Up on Black Down, temple of the winds ahead. Drone climbing higher as the ridge line spreads. Autumn in the frame, ears up, standing crowd in Sussex laid out under moving cloud. Chasing light and shadows, right up to the bounds. I'm learning how to be here, where the wild air sounds. Wind in the needles, low and long. 2 sets of footprints, then we're gone. One last hover as the daylight
where I used to hammock, between these silver birch, and then that was the view, and the sun would rise over there. And yeah, my old dog Evie, she would lay under the hammock or behind me, or she would dig a hole somewhere in the heather. She'd be quite happy just chilling. Amazing dog. Absolutely loved wild camping. Just as crazy as this one. Yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. This bench here is quite possibly the best bench to watch the sunset from in the southeast of England. Scots pines there, but the sun is going to set, I'd imagine, right in front of it today. Still got a couple of hours, so I got here quicker than I thought. I'll check in a minute, see how far we've done so far. Well, I guessed earlier, 10 miles? It definitely feels like 10 miles. Yeah, I'll bring you back in a sec. So the bench from the other way, with Autumn modelling her Barber jacket. Look at the state of it, look at the state of you, eh? Look at the state of you! And beyond, you can see the moon has risen, and I think it's Saturday, it'll be a super moon, and it's rising roughly at the same time as the sun goes down, so it should be pink. Generally, if the moon rises at the same time as the sun setting, you get a nice pink moon. Yeah, we'll see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck my bag on that bench. I'm going to go through what I'm carrying today, because I know some people like to see equipment and gear, bits and bobs. Let's see what I've got in the bag. Right, let's go through what was in my bag. So, start this end. We've got this one wind hammock, which doubles up as a rain jacket for my rucksack, toilet roll, just in case. The DJI Neo 2 drone and spare battery, a Gorilla Pod, comes really handy, a selfie stick so I can extend this one. This is a battery for the 360 camera, the DJI Osmo 360, a little scope just for looking at things. Autumn's BALL, 2 coffees, power bank, 63% left, my main torch, spare torch, some cheese. Did I say cheese? I did, didn't I? Yeah. My flask, which is currently empty. These lights I put in Autumn just in case we need to go along a road. Tweezers for ticks, shouldn't need that this time of year. Penknife, iPod, AirPods, some cordage, mostly just in case I lose Autumn's lead. Some malt loaf, and some biscuits, poo bags, sit pad, some water. Don't really need so much today, it's not that cold. Spare socks, got them for Christmas, thanks Mum. And spare gloves, or they're warmer gloves than these fingerless, just for the way back, because it will definitely be a lot colder. My mystery ranch bag, can't remember what model it is, but I love that bag. My second fleece, I'll put that on soon, and a body warmer. Thanks Katie, she got me that for Christmas about 3 years ago now. Goes everywhere with me. So yeah, that is it. Oh, and Autumn's food and drink bowl. But sometimes if I forget to bring that, I don't bring it. I'll just use a poo bag. She's amusing herself. Look at that beautiful view. This is why we walked here. Another hour and a half until sunset, approximately. And the final destination or the final destination for this Blackdown is over there, the Temple with the Winds. It gets really busy over there. There's 3 car parks here, and yeah, you can imagine how popular it is. Can't blame people, can you? And there's the moon again. Almost full. Oh dear. She's got so much energy. We've been literally walking since 8 AM and it's, hang on, let me look at my watch. It is 2:51 and she's still going. Alright, I'll bring you back in a bit. State of that dog. Looks like a horse that's been rolling in a field. Adventure dog, aren't you? Been on an adventure, eh? Eat your dinner. Eat your dinner. Don't worry about what's happening over there. Right, let's go find the Temple of the Winds. Hopefully it won't be too busy. We'll see. I'll bring you back in a minute. Can't hear anyone at the Temple of the Winds. We might get lucky. So I want to do another one of those 360 videos. But I won't do it if there's going to be loads of people there. Come on, walk on. But this path gets really gnarly along here. Love it. Lots of exposed roots from the Scots pine. In a second, it's going to open up the views across to the South Downs, and you'll see why we've walked. I don't know, I think it must be at least 10 miles. We'll have a look in a minute. Nice bench. Now there's people coming. Look at that. Beautiful. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Down. Down. Stay. Stay.
Come on, sure.
Stay down, Missy. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, son.
Good girl.
Honey.
Good girl. We're standing on the Temple of the Winds. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Views to the South Downs. Got about an hour till sunset. I did manage to do a 360 video as well, so I'm going to link to that on the screen in a minute. You can check that out. It's a couple of minutes long and you can scroll about, have a look around. There's the moon. Probably won't come out on this camera because it's a really wide angle lens, but it's there, trust me. You can just see the sun kissing the top of the trees there. Love it. Right, we'd better head back. I'm just going to check to see how far we're done, and then we're heading back in that direction. We've done so far 10.54 miles, 23,000 steps. So I think we can probably do a slightly shorter route on the way back, because I did go the scenic way. So hopefully we'll do it in under 20 miles today. We'll see. But look at that view. You know, beautiful. I'm using my phone to video this, so it's a lot clearer. I can zoom in. That 360 camera's got such a wide lens. Right, we have got bacon and sausages calling us. Got them from the butcher's yesterday. They're hanging up on my ridge line to protect it, just in case some dogs sniff them out. Hopefully they'll be there when we get back. Because, yeah, what have I eaten? I've eaten about 10 biscuits today and that's it. So, I've not eaten the malt loaf yet. I'll save that for another day. I want to get back. Just admire that view a bit more. The last shot before we head down the hill. Look at that. Just entering blue hour. Twilight. Absolutely beautiful. South Downs there in the distance. Right, we need to crack on, get down this hill, because it's literally a trip hazard the whole way down. And we're back. Autumn's tired. I'm pretty tired. But the sausages and bacon were still there. Woohoo. And guess how far we did? 17.5 miles again. So, let's see if I can get it up on my watch. .54. I think the last video it was 17.43 miles. So yeah, I can't wait to eat these sausages and then bacon afterwards. We're in the tent and all the sausages are gone. I saved the bacon for tomorrow. Yeah, it's absolutely freezing out there, and I've got some other bits I can eat, biscuits and malt loaf and that sort of thing. So yeah, Autumn's absolutely shattered and I'm running on caffeine, so yeah, I won't be going to sleep just yet. But yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.